And now I have the pleasure of introducing to you Aimee Bowen Arthur. Aimee is a medical esthetician and a makeup consultant, on-air makeup consultant. She's brilliant and beautiful, and she's going to share with us some things that we can do with skincare to help us through this, times of stress and uncertainty. And I think Aimee and I did talk about this quickly, but I'm just going to bring it up because I had somebody ask me about Mask Me. So if you want to share your tips on that, because I think a lot of people are struggling with that, having to wear masks every day to work, and it's rough. It stinks. So if you can just share your wisdom in your expertise on skincare and all that good stuff, I'm excited to have you. Thank you for joining us. And you just go ahead. I'm going to turn the time over.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And thank you for the introduction. You covered it. My name's Aimee Bowen Arthur, and I do have a medical background. I'm a medical esthetician, and the difference between that is we're looking at both sides. To follow what Katie just said, we all have heard the term of inner beauty. So inner beauty is from the inside out. And so we all know that that's where it starts, right? And so from a medical standpoint, when you come, let's say for a consult to me or a medical esthetician, we're going to be looking at everything as a whole. We're going to ask you first off, what are you eating? What are your dietary habits? Just like Katie mentioned, are you taking in omegas? Are you having these minerals that are super important as far as zinc, magnesium, copper, vitamin D? So these are all things as a medical aesthetic standpoint, from a medical aesthetic standpoint, we would look at what hair products you're using, and of course, what skincare and makeup are you using? So does anybody want to have beautiful, glowing, youthful skin? Yes. So pretty much all of us, right? Sign me up for it. So it is actually simple. And it's kind of like what Katie said about eating. So if you make it complicated, right, and you're looking at all the products that are out there at the shelf, whether it's at a department store or online right now, because we're all online shopping, how you distinguish what you should be using for your skincare, especially like you said, Elizabeth, previously with the mask situation, we're all sweating underneath. What are some things we can do for overall? So I'd like to start with just saying that it does start inside, right? Beauty is inside. So that means there's three things that are components. It's emotional and mental. So where we're at as far as our mindfulness. So I'd like to thank everybody for being mindful women today and taking the time out, because this is where it all begins, is self-care. Nobody's going to buy out the time for your beauty except for you. So first off, it's emotional and mental. It's physical, because that's a detox and you have to do that to have good skin. And it's spiritual, whatever spiritual means to you, whether it's mindfulness as far as meditation or it's your practice in your religion. So there's three things: emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual. So those first things are what you start with, and that's how you get to this skin complexion that you want, right? So to go back to what Katie was saying, I'd like to start with the nutrition, and we'll go back to the mask face that everybody's having problems with. So with nutrition, you can do a couple things. If your gut health is off and you've got a lot of acidity in your gut and things are going on, you're going to manifest it in your skin. So there's stress related breakouts, which means your cortisol levels are high. So you're stressed out. You're driving down the road, you're trying to get home from somewhere, to get to your kids, to make dinner, to multitask, right? So your cortisol levels are up. How do you control that? That's thing one. So you're going to control that by having vitamin D. So how do you get vitamin D? Natural vitamin D comes from sunlight, which we may or may not know. It has actually been proven that it is not a problem as far as getting cancer without sunscreen if you wake up with the sun and you go to bed with the sun. So vitamin D, natural vitamin D, are you by a window? I'm by a window right now. Open that window up if it's wintertime, get that natural sun without any sunscreen on, and that will give you your vitamin D, which will help promote anti-aging, okay? So vitamin D can come naturally. Copper, you can get it in shellfish and different foods. That'll boost your collagen and elastin. Zinc, I think we talked about that, or Katie talked about the dietitian, magnesium. So zinc is an anti-inflammatory. So whether you're getting zinc from your foods or whether you're supplementing with it, you need zinc to keep down the inflammation, because acne and breakouts are a state of inflammation. You need anti-inflammatories in your life. So with that being said, keeping that the cortisol levels balanced and your circadian rhythm, which is your sleep and your wake cycle, That can simply be controlled by every morning, if you're having your cup of tea or coffee, having sunlight. And when you go to bed, before you go to bed, 30 minutes. So 30 minutes in the morning, rising, sun rising, and 30 minutes at night, the sun going down. Just that simple thing every day. Add it to your routine and it will improve your complexion because we all need vitamin D. Going back to nutrition and food, I like to say KISS, keep it simple solution. Okay. That's with your nutrition and that's with your skincare. So, in other words, with your nutrition, I used to fight food prep. But like Katie said, if you mentally say to yourself, okay, I'm going to pull a Sunday or a weekday, whatever day you have off of work or an easier day for you, if you food prep, your life is a lot easier because you're pulling out of the refrigerator throughout the week healthy options, right? You're going to want to be pulling, let's say just example for breakfast, like Katie just did, an antioxidant rich smoothie. It's going to reflect on your complexion. So let's just say you have mason jars or some kind of jars and you've got yogurt, berries, and honey. So you have your yogurt, which is your probiotics, your berries, which are antibiotics, your honey, which is antibacterial. So starting again from the inside out, okay? For lunch, you're choosing maybe legumes or beans and let's say asparagus. If you can pronounce it, you can eat it. If you're getting it from a box and you can't pronounce it, it probably shouldn't be on the table. It's that simple for you. So don't think of it as I have to diet this week. It's a lifestyle. So if you can't pronounce it, it shouldn't be going in your mouth. I'm guilty, like Elizabeth said earlier, I had a pint of Ben and Jerry's last week. That is the truth. And if I want it, I'm going to eat it. So control what you can control. If you can control it that day. If you mess up, the next day, begin with your beauty nutrition. So that's thing one I wanted to talk about because it really is important to supplement because you're not getting all the antioxidants and the things you need from your foods naturally. Okay. And then the second thing is that circadian rhythm, which is your sleep wake. If your sleep is off, you're going to start breaking out. You're going to have problems with your complexion. So the vitamin D, getting that naturally regulates your cortisol, which regulates your breakouts. Okay. And reset your melatonin with getting vitamin D. So I'm big on that. It also helps increase your energy production, which in turn will help you to get physical. Because remember we said emotional, physical, and spiritual. Okay, those are the three things you have to have for a great life and a great complexion for beauty. Okay, so I'm big on that. Obviously, I love products. I'm a beauty junkie. However, it does start inside and it's simple. If you say, oh, I don't have time to get physical, then just do it. You know, you have to make the time and buy out the time. If it's 10 minutes a day, I'll do push-ups and drop it on the floor and do 20 crunches, whatever you can fit in every single day or 3 times a week. Start slowly, do it twice a week. You have to get physical to detox. You want to get the toxicity levels are so high and our skin is our largest organ. So we want to flush that out by sweating. If you're not breaking a sweat, you're not flushing out your skin, you're going to continue to have this problem. Your skin's going to look dull, complexion gray. Okay. Also for your energy production, limiting your screen time, your laptop, your computer, and your phone. Blue light, huge effect on aging your skin. We've got the phone up to our face. What's happening here? We're having photo aging problems. So now you're going to have dark spots on your phone. Okay. Your phone is key to producing some of that. It's actually aging your skin. So either talk on your speakerphone. Okay. That's another thing with your mask. You've already got that mask on your face. So limit your phone exposure on the side of your face. If you're having breakouts in your jawline area, yes, it could be hormonal, but it can also be the sheer fact that you're using your phone, the oils, everything up against. So I'm really promoting right now hands-free products, right? Like a spritz to melt away your makeup. I did a Facebook Live on that yesterday. Things where you can start teaching yourself not to touch your face because we're already spreading bacteria. We're going around and touching everything. So the least, least amount of times you can touch your face, the better as far as breaking out and your stress levels as far as that goes. There are products, medical grade products that actually have blue light protection in them. I have a SPF that I love. It's by Skin Medica. Skin Medica is a company made by Allergan. Allergan makes Botox. So they are pretty much the only ones I believe currently on the market that make an SPF that's anti-aging. It has vitamins A, C, and E, and a blue light protection. So when you look for an SPF or a morning product, look for something that has the blue light protection in it. That way you're not aging your skin throughout the day because you know you're going to be on your laptop, you know you're going to be on your television at some point. And so that is part of anti-aging, okay? And so, like I said, keep it simple. Food prep 1 day a week, no excuses. I had to force myself to do this. So throughout the week, I'm grabbing my little mason jars of yogurt. I'm grabbing my little diced up carrots or sliced carrots, right? I'm grabbing a handful of nuts, healthy snacks throughout the week. That will keep your complexion at bay as far as eating goes. So keep it simple solution. As far as your skincare routine goes, we talked about skin tonics, I think Elizabeth and I did. So what I call skin tonic is what I do every morning. It's kind of like a ritual: water, room temperature, ACV, which is apple cider vinegar, and lemon oil. Okay, because the lemon oil, as Elizabeth has already stated, helps with glutathione production, which is going to brighten your skin and help promote for anti-aging. That simple drink in the morning, the honey is antibacterial, the apple cider vinegar is antibacterial. So you're going to help to control those breakouts. So if you're seeing breakouts on your skin from your mask, start drinking the tonic. Simple, do it every morning. Room temperature water, honey, apple cider vinegar, lemon oil. And it's actually pretty tasty. And so the,
Oh, I
yeah,
was just going to jump in on that because I've been
yeah.
regularly in the morning, apple cider vinegar
Mhm,
water, and I'll pick a citrus essential oil. I either do lemon or grapefruit or tangerine.
mhm.
And like you said, it boosts the production of glutathione, but also, so apple cider vinegar is a very similar acid to hydrochloric acid, which is in your stomach. So
Yes.
sometimes we don't have enough acid in our stomach.
Mhm,
That can be not in balance, and
mhm.
the apple cider vinegar helps to really just clean everything out first thing in the morning, get everything moving really quickly, and help support that gut health. That also contributes to acne. And your gut is, if you look at food, or not food mapping, but at face mapping, have you ever
Mhm.
introduced?
Yes, absolutely.
If you have
Mhm.
something going on in your gut, it's going to manifest in the lower part of your face too. So it helps. Like,
Exactly.
I love that. Thank you for talking about that. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. It's just a simple way. Like I said, it's just, I look at that, I guess called an acronym, KISS, keep it simple solutions. There's very simple solutions. We don't have to make it complicated. It's also kind of like Angela was saying, right? Keep the outside clutter, the negativity away, and keep the positivity, which means there are simple solutions. You just have to find them. And sometimes they're right there in front of you and someone will remind you and you're like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? Like, hey, if I have a breakout, instead of touching it, right? Why don't I put a little apple cider vinegar on a cotton swab or a little piece of toilet paper and just dot it on there to help kill that bacteria? So these are simple solutions that we can do that may be right in front of us, but no one's ever said to us, hey, what about apple cider vinegar, right? It's amazing. So these are things we can do. It's preventative healthcare, right? And then beauty, of course, is coming after that because that's what we are doing, the inner beauty from the inside out. So really keeping it simple is definitely my motto too, and controlling what you can. And I think Katie said that with the eating, that you have. And also, I just want to mention my favorite oils. One of them is lemon oil, which you said because it helps produce glutathione. My other one is, we talked about this earlier, Elizabeth, or last week with Faith, lavender, because it helps lighten skin, it helps with acne, it helps with wrinkle reduction and digestion, and it fights free radicals. So maybe adding a few drops of lavender into your skincare routine with your moisturizer and patting it all over your face. Peppermint, because it has an antiseptic property, antibacterial. You can mix that in with a little water, apple cider vinegar, and a carrier oil. Spot treat again, right? And not only will you have that cooling sensation, it will remind you, don't touch that area, because that's what we want. We want hands free. And I'm guilty of it. My husband is like, you're touching your face again. So I'm guilty too. I have to literally cleanse my face, do my regimen, my beauty regimen, and walk out of the bathroom or walk out of the mirror. Don't look at it, right? So, and we want to choose oils that we're using, carrier oils that are non-comedogenic. I've had patients come in and I ask them, what are you using? Oh, I'm putting tons of coconut oil. Coconut oil is fantastic for eating, for cooking with. If it's food grade, it's fantastic, but not to put it on your face. There are carrier oils that your skin is able to accept easier into them. And one of those is jojoba. And you can do a little bit of research or contact me on that too. So let's get now to, we talked about food prep. Everybody should be food prepping, right? Tomorrow maybe will be your food prep day or a weekday. So you're going to slice some carrots, you're going to put some nuts in baggies, you're going to make some little Greek yogurt parfaits so you can pull those and support your skin for being healthier. Okay, that's going to help with the breakouts. You drink your tonic in the morning, toss it back like it's a shot. It's better than like a real alcohol shot anyway. And then you will start to see an improvement in your breakouts, whether they're hormonal or stress. Cortisol, hormonal breakouts. Hormones and cortisol are directly related. So if you're giving yourself 30 minutes of sun in the morning, 30 minutes of sun before it goes down at night. You're going to help with that hormonal breakout and that mask problem. So let's get down to your skincare regimen. Okay. So I call it two different things. You've got the minimalist, which is mom mode, and you've got the princess like me, because my daughter is out of the house. I can be a princess now. So what do I mean by that? I'm talking about the key to having beautiful skin is consistency. Okay. Simple, keep it simple solutions, KISS. So what do I mean by that? If you aren't going to use it, don't buy a $200 serum, because you already know you're not going to use it. It's going to expire. It's going to sit under the shelf and it will do you of no benefit. So if you're in mom mode, which is you're doing a bazillion things, okay, or you're a businesswoman and you're traveling, you're super busy, you're a minimalist mode. So in the morning, what are you going to do? You're going to cleanse and SPF, because nobody wants to have further aging, whether you're 20 or 40 or 50 or 60. Cleanse, something that's pH balanced, and SPF. Okay. So that's it. That's your simple regimen in the morning. If you're in minimalist mom mode, and what do I do at night? You're going to cleanse, balance out your skin with that, and you're going to use a hydrator. One of my favorite hydrators would have hyaluronic acid in it, because it holds 1,000 times up to its molecular weight. It will hold in hydration and it will act as a barrier for anything to get into your skin. So one of my favorites is called HA5. So at any point, some things are worth paying for. I would rather pay for quality products than have a million things in my bathroom that aren't working for me. So that you have to find by meeting with a medical esthetician and saying, okay, what do you think is good for my skin? Having them do an assessment on your skin and look, these are the two best products for you. So again, if you're a mom, you're going to cleanse and SPF in the morning. You're going to cleanse and hydrate at night. That's it. You're a minimalist, right? Now, if you're the princess mode, okay, which is someone who will commit to using several products in the morning, you're going to cleanse. You're going to put on a serum. My preference are growth factors, whether they're plant-based or whether they are human-based growth factors. So why do we need growth factors? Because as we grow old, even it starts at 25, we have proteins. Those are the building blocks. Those are the layers of our skin, and we want them to stay strengthened. So growth factors strengthen the skin. That's the benefit of them. So you have growth factors. What do? They strengthen the skin. If you don't strengthen the skin, what happens? Everything falls down. Gravity takes over. So in the morning, if you are princess mode and you can commit to using more than one product, you're going to cleanse, serum, brush your teeth, let that sit in. Tell all my patients, just brush your teeth, let that sit, and you're going to SPF and hydrate, okay? Everybody, if you're in New York, if you're in California, if you're in Texas, wherever, Florida, always SPF. Why? Because there are harmful rays everywhere, because our environment that surrounds us, right? And our blue light that we're being exposed to, we need protection from that, or we will continually age faster. So that's our morning routine if we are trying to be in princess mode and we can commit to that. Then at night, what are you going to do? If you're in princess mode, again, you're going to cleanse, okay? Serum, brush your teeth, and now you're going to add retinol. Everybody, including 20-year-olds, should be on a retinol. What is the difference between a retinol and a retin-A? So I like to describe this as such. A retin-A is something you'll get from your doctor. They'll give you a prescription. You're going to go, it's going to be straight vitamin A. You're going to have sensitivity, a lot of peeling, photosensitive as far as being out in the sun, okay? If you can commit to that and you can stay inside, fantastic. If you can't, you need to get a medical grade retinol. What is the difference? The retinol, I describe it like an M&M. The vitamin A is in the center, okay? So we've got the center. So it's like the nucleus. Vitamin A is in the center, and all the phytonutrients, the vitamins A, C, and E, are on the outside of a retinol. And it's a slower delivery system so that your skin, someone like me who's very sensitive, I can't do a straight retin A. I need a retinol. So that's the difference. If you're super sensitive, if you want to get straight into the point and you've got thick skin like men, they can use retin A, no problem, right? You only want to use retinol or retin A at the night. At the nighttime, you can use it during the day if you're a person that's not out in the sun much, but it's recommended typically to use at night because then it will absorb throughout the night. It helps exfoliate the skin. What are the benefits? You have retinol, retin A, whichever product, vitamin A. Everyone should be on it. And I tell everybody, start with a Monday, Friday, okay? Baby steps, right? Your cleansing, and then your serum, and then your retin A or retinol product. And what's that going to do? It's going to disintegrate and dissolve the dead skin cells because they're glued on top. When you're 25 years old, those are shedding, your dead skin cells, probably every 20 to 30 days. When you get over 30, that's not happening. When you get over 40, 50, okay, it goes from there. Now your skin is just dead skin on dead skin, right? How are you going to break that down? You're going to break that down and dissolve that with Retin-A and medical grade peels. So starting at home for home maintenance, you're going to use that retinol to dissolve the dead skin cells and strengthen the collagen and elasticity. Okay. So there's two things that a vitamin A product will do for you. Very important. Everyone should be on it, even if you're sensitive. I break out in hives sometimes if I look at a chemical. Okay, not if I look at one, but if I use anything that has parabens, phthalates, or sulfates. So that's what you're going to look in your skincare products. Look on the back of them, and a lot of you will be surprised that you have a lot of chemicals that will disrupt your hormone. They are hormone disruptors. So you want to stay away from that because we're already having hormonal breakouts. We're already having mass breakouts. You don't want to add 2,000 chemicals to that. Our skin is our largest organ. It will start to affect our organs and our whole body. So our skin is, taking in and absorbing all these things. So look at the back of your products and make sure that you don't have any yucky ingredients in it, okay? So they can be organic. And there again, I'm big on, yes, you can use all natural. I go back and forth. I use all organic and then I'll use medical grade. But I always supplement with medical grade products. Why? Because that's where you're going to see your results. Medical grade products are, clinical research is higher and studies are higher in them, and they are formulated for medical purposes. So their ingredients, so say you're having an organic vitamin C, it's going to be about 4%. If you go to a medical grade, it's going to be about 40%. So you're getting that much more bang. So basically, if you are over the age of 35, yes, you should start converting over to some of your products being medical grade, because it is going to stop the aging process. Even if it stops it where it's at, we don't want to continue to age. And growth factors are huge in helping with that. So again, if you're in minimalist mode, you're going to cleanse an SPF in the morning and you're going to cleanse and moisturize at night. If you're in princess mode, like some of us, you're going to cleanse, serum, Retin-A or retinol, and you're going to hydrate. And then you might add an eye cream. Maybe you've got puffy eyes. So you're going to add something that will help with the circulation. There's essential oils that you can dot under your eyes that are gentle enough to go under your eyes to help that puffiness, to help that wrinkles, the little crow's feet, those little wrinkles we have on the sidelines there. So I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that everybody needs retinol to strengthen their skin, help produce collagen, and get off all the little dead skin cells on the surface. Growth factors, protein binding, hydrating with hyaluronic acid. And so now going to makeup. What kind of makeup should you be wearing? Because you have this mask on, right? And you're sweating underneath your makeup. What are some things that can help with that? Dermaplaning can help with that. What is dermaplaning? We hear so many terms, right? We have dermaplaning, microneedling, microderming. We have all these terms and we're like, what is what? So dermaplaning is a super simple procedure that you can have done at a medical doctor's office. I work at a medical spa in Port Orange, Florida. It's by Daytona Beach, Florida, Central Florida, Orlando area. And we do dermaplaning. You have a surgical blade with a 10 millimeter blade on it, and it actually scrapes off not only the vellus hair, which is AKA peach fuzz. Maybe you're driving in your car thinking you look cute, and then you get this glimpse of yourself and there's all this fur on your face. And you're like, what? So your makeup is sitting on top of that fur. Also, when you're wearing a mask and you have that vellus hair on the sides of your cheeks, those hairs are going to get infected and cause breakouts. So by getting that off, that top layer of vellus hair, AKA peach fuzz, you're going to release that. Your skin can now breathe and the breakouts will be fewer and fewer. Now, if you have active acne or breakouts, you're going to be careful with that. You're not going to want to be scraping over top of that, right? So you have to get the inflammation under control with zinc, with vitamin D and anti-inflammatory supplements. Get the acne under control first before you have a dermaplaning session. Simple and easy, feels like there's a butterfly on your face. And it is very effective if you are somebody that's sensitive and you say, oh, well, I don't want to have a medical grade peel to peel off or dissolve that dead skin cells. Dermaplaning is a great option. And then, of course, we have microneedling. All of this is a form of controlled abrasion. So if you scab your knee and you fall on the ground, you scab your knee, and that scab falls off, I know this is a yucky analogy, you're going to have fresh baby pink skin underneath. So by exfoliating that skin off the surface, whether it's with at-home exfoliants or medical grade peels or dermaplaning, you're helping remove that dead skin. And then your skin can breathe, your makeup will look flawless. And now you're going to choose a chemical-free, mineral-based makeup. Why is that important? Because it is the most readily accepted into your skin. So of course, I have my favorite makeup that I use. I have a makeup artist that did my makeup before I went on television for years. She's fantastic. And so I had my last show in January, and I called her up like a month ago, and I was like, Rebecca, what did you use on me? And so she told me all the makeup she used on me, and it's totally mineral based. So I just ordered that, and I'm in love with it. But there's makeup that you can get photo ready for, you know, HD makeup that's still healthy for your skin. So choosing a healthy makeup is very key to keeping that mask situation. When you're wearing a mask, you're sweating, getting that skin off. So my top recommendation for getting acne under control, if it's in your jawline and it's created by mask, which I had happen last week, is exfoliation. Okay, key is exfoliation. So you're going to dissolve the dead skin cells. Your skin can say, ah, and breathe, and then you're able to apply your products. The other thing with that is product penetration. If you exfoliate the surface of your skin, your products are going to penetrate better, right? And they're going to actually absorb into your skin. Because if you're just layering makeup or layering skincare on top of dead skin cells, where's it going? Nowhere. It's just going to cake up. So you have to dissolve those dead skin cells. And back to that Retin-A, that's one of the products, Retin-A or retinol, that will help to dissolve the dead skin cells and to get you back. And then daily, that skin tonic, super important. Start your day off with just committing to a cup of water. And it's simple. It's simple and easy. By supporting your inner health, you're going to support your outer health and your outer beauty as well as your inner beauty. So it's really, really super important for that. And then, as I said, to recap, food prep. I'm huge on food prep, and I'm huge on, if you can't pronounce it, don't put it in your mouth. So if you can't say this is asparagus, if you have to read all the dyes that are on a box, then you probably shouldn't be eating it, because it's going to come out in your skin. You're going to be wondering, why can't I get this under control? So let's think about takeaways. And there's a couple takeaways. Tonic in the morning, go to bed or wake up with the sun, go to bed with the sun. That's going to reset your cortisol levels, which is going to help with your hormonal balance, your sleep, your wake up cycle, your melatonin. All of that is involved. So your tonic in the morning, getting some sun in the morning. Yes, it is okay. I thought that also, because I'm an esthetician, and I was like, wait, I'm going to get cancer. I'm going to get dark spots. That's okay. It is okay to get sun. I work with an anesthesiologist. We had this long discussion. I did a video with him probably a couple months ago, and he told me it's okay. He had to reassure me, you can get direct sun and still be okay. You need the vitamin D to support your health and your system and your skin. And then last but not least is choosing your products wisely. And it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Look on the back. And if you see parabens, sulfates, phthalates, it's a no-go, right? Right away, you're avoiding those. That's it. You're not going to choose those. Keeping your regimen simple enough, your beauty product regimen simple enough to where you can keep up with it, right? If you're not a makeup person, then you buy a mineral-based foundation, put it on your face. Do not go out of the house without SPF or mineral makeup, because you want to make sure you're stopping the aging process, whether you're 20, 40, 50, again. And also throw on something to protect your lips, okay? Whether it's a lip balm, whether you're a chapstick girl, lipstick girl, whatever it is, because you want to protect your lips. Your lips will age. So where else do we see the aging? In our neck and in our décolleté area, right? So growth factors, again, are huge in that. Retinols and growth factors are huge in preventing that, what we have, turkey neck, right? The growth factors, because we see that sagging and the elasticity. Sometimes we'll do our face and we're fantastic in that kind of care, but we are bad with our neck and our chest. So don't forget your neck and your chest, and make sure you're taking care of that as well. So we definitely want to do that. So if you have a product, make sure you extend it all the way down into your neck, into your chest, so that you can get the benefits. And what I love to do, this is just a tip, a tip for your makeup, is I like to put my mineral makeup, I squirt it, and here's another thing, I always use pumps. I don't use anything I have to dig my hand into. Thus what I call hands-free COVID makeup, right? COVID safe makeup, because you're not touching anything. So I always use a pump for any of my skincare and also for any of my makeup. So I pump my mineral makeup on the top of my hand, and I have a brush that I clean every couple of days, a makeup applicator brush, and I kind of use it as my palette to put my makeup on. Of course, you're going to have clean hands. Soap and water first. Your hands are clean. Pump it on the top. Use your makeup brush and use this as your palette and put your makeup, your mineral makeup or your SPF. And then I go like this and make sure it gets all over my hands. Protect your hands. Where do you see a lot of your aging? So your face might look fantastic, but you've got the turkey neck and spots on your hands. So don't forget to treat those areas. It's very simple. Pump it on the top of your hands, make it a habit. So it's just about making good habits and being mindful, like we're talking about today, being mindful of your simple habits that you have. I need to look at my time and make sure I'm not going over, Elizabeth. So I'll just wrap it up with saying, if you're taking anything away from this, please take away food prep and pronouncing what you eat. If you can't do that, it shouldn't be going in. Drinking your tonic to balance out your gut health every single day, because your gut health will prevent you from getting sick, for boosting your immunity and keeping you to have a glowing skin complexion. And that daily skin tonic is water, apple cider vinegar, lemon oil, and honey. And honey is also great for regulating your blood sugar so you don't plummet down and throw everything into your face because you're starving. So it will also help balance out throughout the day. So you're going to food prep. You're going to choose products that are chemical free, that don't have all these dyes and everything in them, that are, don't disrupt, like parabens, disrupting your hormones. And you're going to choose a regimen. If you have a problem choosing a regimen, you can go to my website and put your email and your phone number in. I will be happy to do a consultation with you and let you know where you're at, and create a simple regimen for you. If you're the minimalist mom, make it simple. If you're the princess, then you can add the serums and you can add the growth factors, okay? If you know you'll commit to it, then you can do that. I would love to do a giveaway too, Liz. I hadn't thought about it before, but anybody who contacts me, or like you said, if you're doing a drawing, I'd love to provide a mineral makeup product so that someone could try a mineral makeup, and also a complimentary skincare consult, so I can really have a one-on-one, maybe 15-30 minute conversation, and then provide for them a product that they can start using. So I'd like to share a product with somebody too that they could start using that would really help them, whether it's hyperpigmentation and dark spots, or wrinkles, or acne, and really kind of get down to the core. So I'd like to offer that if anybody comments or says, hey, I have this problem or that problem. And please feel free to reach out to me on my website. It's aimeebowenarthur.com. I just got it up and running, fixed the other day because I was having problems with it. So it's up and running. So please feel free to email me, reach out, Facebook message me. I would love to chat with you if you're having any skincare issues, and just break it down and make it simple for you. Beauty really is simple and uncomplicated as you make it. So just make it uncomplicated. There's a lot of things you can do. Like I said, with the mask situation, make sure you're cleansing, dermaplaning, and choosing a chemical-free product, and spot treating, not touching the area. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate everybody's input. I was writing down recipes from Katie and ideas from Angela, and also some tips on oils from you, Elizabeth. Thanks so much, everybody.
I love
Appreciate
it. Thank you so much for your time with us, Aimee. I love
it. Absolutely.
some of the things that really stuck out to me is the tonic. Like, that has been really great for both Tom and I. It's something that he really enjoys as well. And this isn't like super holistic and integrative that I'm going to share with you, but he used to really love sour beers.
Mm-hmm.
Like a real beer connoisseur for a while, and he got into sour beers, and we cut everything out. We don't drink any alcohol for the most part, but he missed that sour taste. And
Yeah.
apple cider vinegar, like 1 tablespoon per 8 ounces of water, with a couple drops of lemon, or like I said, grapefruit's really yummy too. And you can do honey. I actually don't. I don't feel like it needs to be sweeter, but if you like, I don't need a lot of sweets, so transition was easy for me to
I'm
do.
glad you said that. Refined sugars. Stay away from, right? Cookies, cakes, all that. We are going to melt down. I had a few cookies the other day. But the thing is, refined sugars, if you have any problems with breakouts right now, that's going to feed the bacteria going on in your body, and you're not going to see the inflammation go down. So eating anti-inflammatories, like Katie said earlier, by throwing in, and she was saying almond milk, or I do coconut water. I throw in coconut water, spinach, berries. Those are all anti-inflammatory that will help get the inflammation down. Sorry, to your point of refined sugars, stay away from them and get your sweets from fruits, because you're going to help with the aging process.
Sure. And your other points there too were, vitamins, things that are going to be anti-inflammatory, fruits and vegetables that are going to be antioxidant. That's all going to help reduce your inflammation throughout the body and impact your skin's health.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing that. And then gut health again. I'm always preaching gut health, so that is the foundation for almost everything. I always tell people, like, we have to look at what you're eating, we have to look at your gut, and it's the foundation. So thank you for talking about that. And exfoliation. Amen, sister. I need exfoliation in my life more often.
Yeah.
Often as I'd like it to, but my
Right.
feels incredible after I do a good exfoliation session. And I'm fortunate that I can work from home and I don't have to wear a mask. But for those of you who do, that's a really great thing to start incorporating into your skincare. If maybe, you know, you're not a princess when it comes to skincare, it might be time to start adding in another step.
Yeah.
Looking at that. And you got me super curious about that. What is it when they take, what is it called when they take the razor and take the top layer of your skin off?
So there's a difference, because if you use a razor, you're going to end up looking like a man, and that's okay if you want to. So if you're using a razor on your face, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen, girls, please don't. So we're not going to use the same razor we use on our legs or anything like that, because you would end up getting, you know, stubble. So it's done with a surgical blade, and it's called dermaplaning. Yes. Mm-hmm. And the difference is if you move it to a certain angle, you will draw blood. So obviously you want to do it by somebody that's experienced. So you can buy these little things at CVS, and they are like razors. And what will happen is your hair will grow back more. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you get it done by a professional, because that surgical blade, it's so sharp that it's going to go underneath those hairs and scrape off the dead skin along with the hairs, the vellus or peach fuzz hairs. So that's called dermaplaning. Mm-hmm. And it basically, if you think about like a plane landing on a surface, it's a plane going across your skin and taking off all that dead skin. Painless, takes like 15 minutes, but it does wonders for your skin. Your skin will just feel so much better, and your products will penetrate better.
you can probably see my peach fuzz with the backlight hitting me behind me. I
Now
got
we're all self-conscious, and mine is bad right now, and I've done mine myself, but it's not the same, right? I've had some incidents, so.
I've been super curious about it because it's kind of gaining popularity here in like the Utica area. And thank you for shedding more light on that. I love learning new things. So thank you.
Sure. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Now repeat again so I can write it down. You're offering a like a 15-minute consult.
Yes, absolutely. 15 to 30, however long it takes that somebody needs. I would love to chat with somebody about their direct issues that they're having and recommend some things internally and externally that they could be using to get whatever it is that they want to get under control, whether it's photo aging, acne, fine lines, any of that. And then also I would like to recommend to them, when I'm doing a recommendation or consult, I will send them a makeup product that they can use, so they can try if they're not already using, and even if they are, a makeup mineral and a actual product, a skincare product that will help related. I would like to offer a skincare product that will help, that's related to what they're trying to achieve with their skin.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm also offering for comments and interaction in the group, either in Zoom or on Facebook, and later on Instagram, if I can figure out how to transfer it over there. I'm crossing my.
Yeah.
I am offering a Virage toner. So Virage is our skincare line, and it has the essential oils in it, and there is a process to it. So you have your cleanser, your regular lotion for daytime use, a serum for nighttime use, and in between the cleanser and the lotion or serum, a good toner. Now, not everybody uses a toner. I know Aimee and I had talked about this. I love it. She's not into toners. Her skin is more into like the serum. So I love this idea of there's not one fit for everyone. There's bio individuality when it comes to self-care practices. So I am offering this and a tea tree oil. So if it doesn't suit you, then I will swap something else in, because again, like everybody's different. But if you are wanting to try this, this is available. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought, if you learned something new, if you have an experience with one of the products or treatments that Aimee talked to us about. Go ahead and comment in there, or tell us a silly story, whatever you want to do. We want to hear from you. And I just want to say thank you so much to Aimee. I really appreciate your time and your knowledge, and I'm just grateful for your willingness to share with us this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to working more with you, and I will make sure to put people in contact with you that are curious about all the stuff that you.
Sure.
For sure. I'll help out with that.
Awesome.
Love it. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Everybody who's on, and I'm just going to segue into what's happening next. So I'm actually going to come off of Zoom and come off of the oil community for about a 15-minute break. And then I'm gonna pop back in here and we're gonna talk about Wellness Delivered. And that's a program that doTERRA is offering currently, and it's available October 1st. So I wanna make sure that everybody understands it really well. And I was only able to give like a really brief overview of some of the products that are awesome for managing stress and your immune health earlier this morning. And I want to dive into that a little bit more so I can help you understand how to get started with those if that is in alignment with your health goals this fall. So I will be back, and give me about 15 minutes. That will look like 11:30, and I will get back into all the other information that I started sharing with you. But thank you all for your time this morning. And if you weren't able to be on live and you're watching the recording after the fact, we just want to hear from you. So share your comments and your thoughts and your ideas. I'm really just wanting to share a community with you guys, and that involves an exchange of me showing up and you showing up. And I just want you to know that you're seen and we hear you, and we're all in this together. So thank you. Thank you to all the presenters. We had Sherry Spina this morning with mindful yoga. Her practice was beautiful and it made me cry. We had Angela Johnson this morning with integrative and holistic and creative life coaching, sharing with us some of the ways we can bring community into our lives to help manage and cope with stress. And then we had Katie Goldberg, registered dietitian, sharing her immense wealth of knowledge with us on nutrition and vitamins and minerals and things that we can do to ease the stress within our own homes and take care of ourselves a little bit better, as well as sharing great cooking products and recipes and the what are we going to call it? The spice packets. Okay, we're calling them spice packets. It's for creating different, easy, super nutritious meals within the home. Epicure is an awesome company. So we had some really great info from her as well. And then Aimee Arthur sharing with us, managing our gut health, using good quality supplements and exfoliation to help manage our skin health. All great, amazing women. I'm so thankful for you. And I will let you all go now, and you can marinate in all this great information, and I will tune back in about 15 minutes. So thank you and take care. I appreciate you, and I'm so thankful.